Hello, we are discussing about GATE 2004 ECE paper and the question is related to electronics. The neutral base width of a bipolar transistor biased in the active region is 0.5 micrometers. Maximum electron concentration and diffusion constant in the base are 10 power 14 per centimeter cube and dN is equal to 25 centimeter square per second respectively. Assuming negligible recombination in the base, the collector current density we are going to calculate. So we will see. The transistor is biased in active region. Active region is nothing but emitter base junction forward bias and collector base junction reverse bias, which is nothing but then only we can say that when the transistor is in active region. Now if you are going with this is a transistor, okay, and it is emitter and this is base width is given as WB, okay, neutral base width it was given okay, it was given as 0.5 micrometers. Next, and here this is, let us assume whatever this is, it is emitter and this is base and it is collector, okay. This is emitter and base and this side we can say it as collector. Next, now this portion is going to be treated as JE, emitter base junction, and it is JC, collector base junction. And for active region it has to be JE must be in forward bias and JC must be in reverse bias. So forward bias implies nothing but the charge carriers from the emitter are going to be moving in this direction. Charge carriers are moving in this direction and they are coming into base, and few recombinations may possible and they are moving into collector side. So the number of charge carriers in the collector is approximately equal to number of charge carriers in the collector is approximately equal to number of charge carriers emitted from the emitter. So we are going to calculate collector current density. Collector current density at this point we are calculating, that is, this is the starting point of collector current density at this point. So collector current density JC can be written as, okay, whether we have to consider drift current density or diffusion current density, because we are applying the voltage also, but here you must consider the diffusion current density because collector base junction is getting reverse biased. Because of reverse bias, okay, there is no current is flowing in the collector. The collector current is flowing because emitter junction is forward bias. It is the electrons are diffusing from emitter to base and very small number of recombinations are taking in the base, so that maximum number of charge carriers emitting from the emitter will reach the collector, that will be contributing the collector current. So collector current is due to diffusion of charge carriers at the emitter base junction. So this collector current density is also depends on diffusion current density of emitter base junction, so that we can write the equation as, okay, we can write the equation as this one JC is equal to Q times of D times of dN times of dN by dx, okay. So collector current density Q is nothing but 1.6 into 10 power minus 19, whereas dN is nothing but it has given diffusion constant in the case of base, and what we need to calculate is nothing but only dN by dx. dN by dx is nothing but how many number of charge carriers are moving from this point to this point, okay. Let us assume we are going with x-axis as going to be number of electrons, electron concentration N. By that time the electron concentration may be reduced very slightly, it is reduces by a slight amount, So the difference between these two things is very very small. Okay, so assume negligible recombinations negligible recombinations in base. Are you understanding this one? Because as in the process of active region, charge carriers are emitted by the emitter, they are moving to the collector through base. In the base, very less number of recombinations are taking place. For our question, we are taking it as assuming negligible recombinations in the base. So by that time we can say dn, change in electron concentration at the starting of base, at the end of base, is nothing but the same number of electrons, which is given as which is given in this way. This is 10 power 14. So dn is given as dn is equal to 10 power 14, okay, per centimeter cube. These are the number of charge carriers, okay, they are coming from emitter to collector side. And next dx is nothing but, okay, the difference in the base. These 2 points difference in this one is nothing but neutral base width, which is nothing but 0.5 micrometer. So you can write it as 0.5 into 10 power minus 4 into 10 power minus 4 into centimeter square, centimeter. So you can write it as 0.5 into 10 power minus 4 centimeters. Because the above one is in centimeters, we are also converting it into centimeters. Okay, so now we can calculate the collector current density Jc, which is due to diffusion current. So that Q implies nothing but 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. dn is given, which is nothing but 25, and collector current, the dn by dx is nothing but 10 power 14 divided by 0.5 into 10 power minus 4. All are in centimeters. If you substitute Q value and dn value, what you are going to get is nothing but 8 ampere per centimeter square is nothing but collector current density. Collector current density for the given question is 8 ampere per centimeter square. This is right answer is B. Neutral base width of a bipolar transistor biased in the active region is 0.5 micrometers. The maximum electron concentration and diffusion constant are 10 power 14 per centimeter cube, and dn is 25 centimeter square per second. Then the collector current density is 8 ampere per centimeter square. Answer is B. Thank you.